aspiring actuaries, my name is Michelle. This is Actuariel, my actuarial YouTube channel. In today's video, I am going to talk all about how I make my actuary job fun. If you follow me on Instagram at Actuariel, same way it's spelled here, you may or may not be aware that I'm a little bit burned out at work at the moment. I'm not gonna lie about it. I'm not gonna pretend that my life is peachy keen. I'm not gonna pretend that I love my job every day. I'm not gonna pretend that I live to be an actuary, even though being an actuary is my online persona as well as my 9-to-5 day-to-day. If you're in a bad place with your job, this isn't the kind of world where we say like, go for a walk and cure depression. That's not how mental health works. That's not how you make life great. That's not how you find purpose. But I have found that doing these things have made my day-to-day better. It brings up my baseline to a higher starting point. I want to give you real tangible things that you can bring into your work, into your life, and hopefully make your life a little bit more fun. So I've divided this video up into 3 parts. Look at me. I have a plan for my video. It's only bullet points. It's not a full script. Part 1 is going to be my role as Chief Nonsense Officer of the Actuarial Department. Part 2 is my work and my projects. And Part 3 is self-care. Part 1. So I am the CNO of the Actuarial Department, self-appointed Chief Nonsense Officer. Beyond being a member of the C-suite, which is just elite, chef's kiss, I try to bring a little bit of nonsense, a little bit of summer camp, a little bit of fun into my job, and I'm going to tell you a few of the things that I do daily, weekly, monthly, just to bring a little bit more fun into the department. Thus far, it's well received by management, well received by my VPs. People praise me for it. One of the things that I realized long ago is that life doesn't just happen to you. You have to take the initiative to do the fun things that you want. And so I just started doing it. I just started being the fun. A lot of these things started while we were working from home, trying to bring people together. So the first thing is we use Microsoft Teams as our communication, instant messaging, internal social media. And every day I post a joke or a riddle on the Teams channel. Now I will go into Google and I will Google kid jokes. Why? Because kid jokes are short and kid jokes are safe for work, and kid jokes, there are infinite of them. Sometimes I switch it up with a riddle, sometimes I switch it up with a fun fact, really just trying to give people like something to laugh about, to joke about, to roll their eyes at. On the same theme, I also have a weekly-ish. I've started doing it a little less often because people got a little bored of it, but it was fun for the first few weeks. It's a Teams channel game called GIF Reactions or GIF Reactions, depending on whether you soft G or hard G or GIF. You can debate in the comments if you like. Also, thumbs up this video. Let's throw out some tasks for you to do. Thumbs up. For GIF Reactions, what I do is I just post a prompt, something as simple as exam season. You know, I try to make it relevant to what's going on, but sometimes it's completely random, and then people will react with the GIF. It's fun, it brings people together, you scroll through, you have a laugh. I know a lot of my colleagues, at least at the beginning, enjoyed it. Try it out. See if people enjoy it at your work too. My crowning achievement, possibly of my life, but definitely of 2020, was my DIY felt penguin activity. Let me go get my felt penguin. At work we get budget every year for team building activities, for fun, and we were all working from home in 2020. We weren't about to go do a bowling day or a laser tag or something in person. So what I did, I reached out to this woman in Alberta with her flock of sheep and her Etsy shop, and she sent us little bags of colored wool and a little stencil, and I had 20 grown adults on a video call making felt penguins. Honestly, highlight of my life. So proud it worked out. Whether you're working from home, whether your team is multi-city, there are lots of virtual things that you can do to bring people together. And a video call DIY activity might not be for everyone, but I had a lot of fun with it. Something that makes my day just better is the group chats on Teams. I am constantly in the group chat. Do I get any actual work done? Probably not. But some things that make the group chats even more fun: memes. It's so easy to make a meme. I steal memes off the internet, for sure, all the time, but also meme generator, you can make your own meme in like 3 seconds and it just elevates the conversation. Other things that make the group chats fun: having inside jokes with your colleagues. One thing that me and my teammates love to do is anytime that someone gets an email or a Teams message from someone where their name is misspelled, which happens all the time, we screenshot it and we send it to the group, and we just we laugh at the misspelling. Personally, my name is Michelle, but sometimes I'll get Mitchell with a T in it. Sometimes I'll get Michelle, just E-L instead of L-L-E. Sometimes I'll get Michael. People will type your name fast and not pay attention to the fact that it's written right there on the screen. They can see it when they're emailing me or when they're Teamsing me, my name is there, and yet somehow gets messed up. One of my favorite things to do as Chief Nonsense Officer is cropping people's heads and putting them on other pictures. And you might think, Michelle, that sounds hard. It's not. Look, in PowerPoint, you can crop my head out and put it on another picture. Takes 2 minutes. Makes things so funny. My VP is very encouraging at this, so when we're in a big department-wide team meeting and he has his video camera on, I will often take it as an opportunity to take screenshots of him and then put his head on memes, and then he laughs about it, so I'll keep doing it. But it just makes things a little bit more fun. We will periodically make a team photo where we'll find a picture on Google with a bunch of SpongeBob characters or a bunch of Pokemon or a bunch of whatever, and then we'll put all our heads on the different characters' heads just to have a group photo together. It brings us together. It works. It's weird. It works. And the last thing that I do is an initiative that I started back in 2018. So when we were in person in the office, it used to be a physical whiteboard, and we would just have our accomplishment board where you could put anything from good job so-and-so on doing this thing, or thanks so-and-so for this, blah blah blah. Now that we are virtual, we don't have a physical whiteboard. Instead, we use our project board on GitHub, where most of it is our project, but part of it is just a notes column where anyone can edit it and add just a thanks or a good job to someone else. Then in our twice weekly status meeting, before we go over projects, we'll first read any new accomplishments, say good job to people. At the end of every month, I will take a screenshot, or when we were in person, a photo of the board, and then I'll email it. And now we have an email thread with monthly accomplishments for my team dating back to January 2018. That's over 4 years of monthly accomplishments that we have documented, where people have been congratulated. It brings things up, it brings up the vibe, and I'm really proud that we've kept up with it for so long, because it started off with just a whiteboard and some markers. Part 2 of this video is the work and the projects. So one of the ways that I make my job a little bit more fun is productive procrastination. I am not the kind of person who can work on one thing for 3 years and just be happy about it. I have to be working on a lot of different things. And so for me, knowing that about myself, I make sure that I always have multiple projects to go to. When I don't feel like working on you, I work on something else. If I don't feel like working on any of these things, I tap into my curiosity and I say, okay, what's a report that I can open? What's something fun that I can look at? What's someone's work that I can peer review? I try to always find something different so that I can use my time productively, even if it's not towards the thing that I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm still bringing value to the company. And this is honestly how I get praised a lot of the time at work, because I get other things done. Listen, a lot of my day is spent on Teams just messaging my coworkers. I am not productive 100% of the time. Like I mentioned, every day I'm posting jokes, I'm doing other things, but also I'm trying to work on multiple projects because I know myself and I know that I need multiple things in order to stay energized. In keeping with the theme of knowing yourself, one thing that really energizes me is sharing what I know. Whether that's by doing onboarding sessions for the new interns, whether it's writing up documentation pages, whether it's organizing a training for my colleagues on this is the project that I did and this is how I went about doing it, or this is a new database I learned, let me teach you about it. I find joy in teaching others what I know. I send about 700 emails a day. I FYI everybody, because my philosophy is everyone should know, knowledge should be shared. I don't know, even just talking about it, I feel like I'm excited. If this isn't for you, if that's not where your joy comes from, take some time in your day, in your week, in a month, and say, what tasks are really fueling you? What things just make time fly? And then try to focus your energy a little bit more towards that. Another thing that just makes my work fun is being able to bounce ideas off my colleagues. This was much easier when we were in person and I could just turn my swivel chair and say, hey, I'm distracting you now, let's chat about my project. But even now, what I can do sometimes is I will set up calls where I'm like, all right, let's bounce ideas off of each other, or we'll do it in the group chat. Sometimes at the end of the day, I'll just call a colleague and we'll sit and work on a video call, like doing our own thing, but we're on a video call together and it's a little bit less lonely. And then if I get stuck or if I have an expression or something to say, like I'll say it out loud, we're on a call. I'm grateful that I have colleagues who are willing to talk to me. They're nice. Working with good people makes work fun. Part 3, self-care, walks. I know at the beginning of this video I said walks aren't gonna cure anyone's depression, and I stand by that, but going on walks makes my baseline mental health better. If I am in a fit of depression, if I am super anxious, going on a walk is not going to heal me. However, going on walks every day just makes me feel better. And so what I do, I am a morning person. When I wake up in the morning, I will get dressed, I will brush my teeth, I'll do my skincare, and then I will go for a walk, lunch walks. Especially when I'm working from home, I find it super important to do something other than sitting in here while I am at lunch. I like to go on a lunch walk, I like to watch a show, I like to do something at lunch to break up my day. I would say 98% of the time I take my full hour for lunch. I'm very blessed in that it is very infrequent that I have a lunch meeting. It is very infrequent that I'm not able to just like take my time, indulge, eat my food, have a pause. One thing that I've been doing for the past 2+ years now is I've been taking Friday afternoons off. Because we've been working from home, because I haven't been traveling, one way that I've been using up vacation is by taking Friday afternoons off. And 4.5-day work weeks are lovely. What I would say is it hasn't stopped burnout from coming, and so maybe I would encourage full days off. I'm currently on day 6 of a 6-day long weekend. I'm taking off Thursday to Tuesday, and it's Tuesday as I'm filming this, so back to work tomorrow. And honestly, just taking days off has been a world of good. Like, schedule your vacation, take your vacation, travel if you can, but even if you can't travel, things that I've done during my little 6-day staycation, I've gone for a pedicure, I went for a massage. Today I went for a scalp facial. Look how clean my scalp is. Thank you. I'll insert a picture. Just taking a break, taking care of yourself. I feel so much lighter having taken 6 days off work and not logging in and not knowing what's in my inbox, and I will deal with that in the morning. I'm not going to pre-clear my inbox tonight so that I start fresh in the morning. Clearing my inbox is part of my work, and I will do that in the morning. I will figure it out when I log in tomorrow. The last self-care thing is coffee chats. Just schedule coffee chats with your colleagues, whether it's a teammate, whether it's someone on another team, just a friend. We do virtual coffee chats. If you're able to do it in person, do an in-person coffee chat. Just having someone to talk casually about life, about work, to vent. Venting is important. And your coworkers are going through the same thing that you're going through. Your coworkers understand your projects, they understand the life that you're living, and talking to them casually, assuming you're in a healthy enough work environment that you can speak honestly with them. I find that fully counts as self-care. What fun things do you do to make your work a little less worky? Let me know in the comments below. While you're down there, thumbs up, subscribe to see more of my face, tell me how wonderful I am if you want. I love compliments. Thank you for calling. Bye.